I'm really keen to get more of your thoughts on, you touched on the difficulty of meeting new people in new cities without going and drinking. And that's something I've definitely experienced. And yeah, I'd love to just get more of your thoughts on how, you went about creating a space where it was really seamless and easy to go and socialize.
Yeah.
Because I think, as you just mentioned, even if you create a space for people, maybe there's some limits for how often they want to go and do that particular activity. And I think there's an aspect of, we were talking previously about, smoking being an easy way to socialize with people. It's something I've been thinking about on my travels around Southeast Asia. It's very universal excuse to go and socialize. So, has any of that hit home for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I was just thinking about that, and how we almost need an excuse to talk to people for some reason, because I feel like, especially back home, but like in the UK, maybe it's the same in Australia. If you just go and start a conversation with someone, people will just find it weird. Like if you just do it with no reason to.
Yeah.
If you're going and asking for a lighter for a cigarette or something like that, then you kind of initiated it and you've got an excuse now to chat. And same with I don't know, if you're playing a board game, it's you start by saying, let's just play this game together. And that's normal. We're okay, that's fine because you just want to play the game. And then from that, you've earned the right to have a conversation. And you need to create these excuses so as not to be weird. And I would often think about that, when I was sort of traveling around. I was there's loads of people I'd love to go and chat to, but if I just approach and be hey, can I just talk to you without a purpose? People might just be well, who's this guy? What's he doing? And because generally speaking, unfortunately, I feel in life, those people that approach you like that when you're back home or whatever, do happen to be a bit odd characters. The only people that do that, often there's something a bit strange, which is a shame. Then you have this impression, okay, anyone that does that must be a bit of an odd character, or they want something from me, or something like that. Are they trying to trick me in some way?
So it perpetuates itself.
Yeah.
This kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure many people would do that with good intention, but because it's not normalized, then I wouldn't do that. And so for me, I was trying to come up in this space. I was almost trying to give people those excuses for free. Okay, when you first walk into the space, I'll normally I'll say hello and I'll have a chat with whoever, and I'll try, if I can, to introduce people to someone else just on the way around, or when I get an opportunity, just introduce them. So now they kind of have an excuse to talk to each other, and it becomes normalized. And yeah, then all these different other devices, I think games and stuff like that, board games, or events. That's again it's an event. So if it's an event, then it's okay to talk, because it's we're all here for the event. The event can be nothing. The event can be just we're sitting at the table, and it's you're here for the event. Oh yeah, we can talk to each other now. Whereas if you were just in a space a regular co-working space, and you just sat at a desk and someone else was at a desk, it might not be natural for you to be we can have a chat. So right now we've got the kind of co-hustle event. So people kind of work alongside each other, and there's some accountability and things like that. And an event like that, again, it's it is just people working in the same room, but by sort of saying it's this, they feel now it's okay to chat to each other about whatever they're working on, things like that. And it doesn't feel strange. It's you're all here for this same purpose. You've got the same mindset. So yeah, I think a lot of my thought process going into making this space was about how can I make it normal for people to talk to each other, because that's something I really wanted for myself. And I think you set the tone the moment someone walks through the door. If you're just silenced, when someone walks through the door, that's why I purposely made the most social area the ground floor. Because if that was the rooftop, you may never even see that for a while of being here, and you might think it's quiet everywhere here. But I purposely was the most social chatty bit is when you first walk in the door. and that sets the tone for like what you can expect. Not that I wanted it all to be social, because obviously people need to work and they don't want people having a really loud conversation around them. So there are obviously a lot of spaces where people don't generally talk, which is good. But just to set the tone when people walk through the door of that, this is the atmosphere, this is okay. Like, it's okay to do this. I think that was really important.
Yeah.